Hi traders, I'm Dudes. How's it going? So we have a patch that's coming out today, shared by Alcheku Eevee. Pokemon Unite is pushing out a patch. The Japanese patch notes are here already. However, it's going to be translated by Google, so it won't be like, how translations work. I will try my best to interpret as best as I can. Let's jump right into it. So we got the general things that they usually say, like bug fixes, etc. First, we have a Zacian. Okay, this is cool. The skill level of the trainer has improved little by little, and his presence as the king of Unite battles has once again increased. I did not think they would write that. We have adjusted downward the power of Sword or Power, which I think they're talking about Sacred Sword, so that other Pokemon can find an opportunity to retaliate against the king. Okay, so this is like a cheesy description, but like it's really funny that they're acknowledging this. Damage amount, a 10% reduction, and damage reduction amount while using a move is from 50% to 30%. So Sacred Sword is getting a nerf. Zacian has emerged again with like, I think the Mewtwo Y being nerfed and stuff. So it's, it was a very scary time when it was super duper OP. They are looking into already changing that, which is actually fast on like, for Pokemon Unite. Next we have is Mewtwo X. Mewtwo X got a little bit forgotten once Mewtwo Y got nerfed, and they're like, oh, wait a minute, there is another Mewtwo that was super OP before Mewtwo Y. In order to maintain balance as a counterpart to Mewtwo Y, the ability values and Psycho Break have been adjusted downwards. I think there will be fewer scenes where characters keep buzzing their arms and legs due to their overwhelming physical strength. So I think they're talking about Size Strike here. The attack has been lessened overall throughout the stats. So before it started from 190, now you start from 170, and then towards the end it's 530 to 500. So the attack amount has just less. The amount recovered according to damage inflicted by normal attacks, 10 to 15 to... Okay, so this is just the ability value. Sorry, this one is... I think Size Strike. Amount recovered according to damage inflicted by normal attack, 10 to 15 to 20%, now 5, 5, 10%. So levels 5, 9, and 13. And then for Size Strike, damage amount is a 12% reduction. So they're taking 12% of the damage of Size Strike. So Mewtwo X is doing pretty well for himself, I would say. And yeah, once Mewtwo Y, like, the win rate for Mewtwo X is all the way at the bottom, but that was just because that nobody was playing Mewtwo X because Mewtwo Y was better. So Mewtwo X, we'll see what this does for Mewtwo X. I would really love to know in the comments down below as well, trainers, if you think these changes will make an impact on the game or not. Next we have is, this is interesting. Why does it say Charizard, Blastoise? I'm not sure which this one is. One of the mysteries on Eos Island was why the evolution levels of these three Pokemon were slower than other Pokemon, since no one at the Unite Battle Secretariat knew the answer. We decided to simply solve the mystery. Why is it so cheesy? I love it though, but it's just funny. Lowers the level at which it evolves the second time. Okay, so I'm just going to put this into Google just to see which Pokemon this is. Oh, okay, so it's Bulbasaur, Charizard, and Blastoise. It's literally the starters. That's so specific. That's really specific. But that is really cool. The final evolution is now level 7 instead of level 9. Hello? That is so interesting. You are now your fully evolved form in these three Pokemon at level 7. That is huge. That's crazy. Cool. I'm definitely going to be playing these Pokemon more because like I always did find that the leveling time just took so long. But they're doing a big level jump for these starters. That's cool. Next we have is Mimikyu. We don't want you to feel lonely after coming to Eos Island, so we made upward adjustments to Shadow Claw, Playful, and Trick Room so they can attract a little more attention from Pokemon and trainers. So they want to buff these abilities. Shadow Claw, decrease waiting time for each normal attack. Oh, okay, from 0.5 seconds to 1 second. It's a decreased waiting time. Playing around. Wait, does it make sense that the number goes up if it's a decreased waiting time? I just woke up, so I'm not computing very well. Sorry, guys. Playing around, damage amount increased by 11%. Now enters a defensive state while attacking. Okay, I wonder what that means. Defensive. Now it enters a defensive state. Trick Room. Amount to reduce damage from outside the Trick Room, 30% to 50%. The waiting time, 11 seconds to 8.5 seconds. Trick Room Plus, waiting time 9 seconds to 7.5 seconds. Okay, I'm interested. I haven't yet played Mimikyu. because I'm really bound to my Nuzlocke. But I have been watching Maxiku play it, my editor, and it's just crazy. It's just, you know. Glaceon. There were many scenes where I was left behind by the speed of group battles in the latter half of Unite battles. So I made an upward adjustment to crush the ice so that it can freeze moisture in the air more quickly than before. So for Glaceon, it looks like they're going to be buffing Ice Shard, attack speed increase from 50% to 75%, Ice Crush Plus, attack speed increase from 65% to 100%. That's a pretty big jump. But then again, attack speed is a bit just like iffy the way it works, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, Yadoran, this is Slowbro. The attack type Pokemon looked sad as the damage they had worked hard to inflict was forgotten one after another. I want people to remember their activities a little more. So I've adjusted the Duwaja downward. So this ability is what is this? This ability is Amnesia. So I didn't read the next part after I was trying to figure out what the ability they're talking about. I forgot. Amount to recover, saved HP. I forgot. 22% decrease. Defense increase from 300 to 250. Do forget plus. Special defense increase 150 to 125. This is the best translation. I'm sorry. But yeah, they're buffing. Amnesia. Oh, cool. I'm sorry. They nerfed Amnesia, not buffed. It's really misleading that says defense increase and it goes like up to down instead of defense decrease. Next we have is, who are you, Firelaw? I don't know who Firelaw is. There were a few scenes where Firelaw bravely ran into enemy territory and never returned. This time we have made an upward adjustment to attack and swallow meal so you can see that you can come back after defeating your opponent. This did not help. I think it's Talonflame. There's like a couple of pictures of Talonflame. I think this is Talonflame. So the ability value attack 200 to 680 is now 200 to 710. So they're buffing the attack stat value overall, like over time. Swallow replacements. This is Aerial Ace, I think. Damage amount decreased by 15%. Maybe this is like Aerial Ace Plus. Damage amount increased by 15%. So they're buffing Aerial Ace and they're also buffing Talonflame's like overall stat. Talonflame hasn't had a change in such a long time. The next Pokemon we have is Chandelure. Recently, there seems to have been an event where they can absorb souls and they had enough firepower. So we made upward adjustments to Poltergeist is one of them. And it looks like Flamethrower. So Flamethrower, damage amount, 10% increase. Poltergeist, the latency, like the lag, what is that? 10 seconds to 7.5 seconds. Movement speed reduction effect, 65% for 1 second to 65% for 1 second plus 40% for 1 second. And then for the upgraded version, effect of reducing movement speed, 85% for 1 second to 65% for 1 second plus 50% for 1 second. I did use Poltergeist by accident on my Chandelure gameplay. I didn't really like it that much in comparison to its other move. So they're going to buff it and maybe make players play this more because statistic wise, this move isn't as used as much as the other one. I'm not sure who this one is, but on the other translation that I have, it might be Eldegoss. It says pollen. It probably is Eldegoss. Since the amount of pollen, it's not infinite, we have adjusted the, I think, pollen puff downward to help you store it for the upcoming season. So the recovery amount is now 15% reduction. And then the last one we have is Clefable. Among the many HP recovery moves, Drain Kiss has a particularly good reputation for its recovery amount. But in Unite Battles, it was a bit unsatisfactory. I can't say that. We have adjusted it upwards. So Drain Kiss has a buff HP recovery amount 80% to 100%, and Drain Kiss Plus 100% to 120%. So those are the changes. They're making a lot. I honestly think it's a lot. Like a lot of changes that I was not expecting. We had no hints about this. We had no idea what was coming. And they're making quite a bit of changes. This is all happening today as well. And then we have the battle items and rice cakes. Esmart's best-selling products have not changed for a long time, and inventory has become uneven. So we've adjusted the performance of sticky items and battle items. So eject button, I believe, the waiting time has been increased from 70 seconds to 75 seconds. I have Alchigo Eevee's translations for some of these things now. So fix anything, I think, is full heal. Waiting time from 50 seconds to 55 seconds. So they're nerfing eject button and full heal, which are two very, very used battle items. Then we have slow smoke, attack speed reduction amount 30% to 50%, and the latency 45 seconds to 40 seconds. So slow smoke is getting a big old buff there as well. That's cool. And then goal getter, the waiting time from 90 seconds. No, you're encouraging the goal getting. I want to see more Crustles. Just back, gotta see more back cappers of goal getter. From 90 seconds to 75 seconds. So we're getting a bunch of battle item changes. And then this is like the Slick Spoon. I think this is Slick Spoon. Slip Through Spoon, rate of ignoring special defense is being nerfed. They're nerfing it a little bit. That's interesting. Close Headband. Sorry, I should say the numbers. So like it's like less at the start and then just a little bit more later. So yeah, that's going to be changed up. Focus Band. This might be Focus Band. HP recovery amount from 8, 11 to 14. Wow, they're making some changes. Of reduced HP amount is now 6, 9, and 12% of reduced HP amounts. Okay. Food Strainer. What's Food Strainer? What is that? HP recovery amount per second. 1.5, 2% of maximum HP to 2, 3, 4%. Okay, I feel like maybe I don't use this. They're buffing this, so maybe it's an item that's not used as much. Your question for the day: what item is this? You trainers probably will know. Healing Crown, HP recovery amount 6, 8 to 10% to 7, 10, 13% of damage inflicted by normal attacks. Okay, that's cool. I've always wanted them to make changes to items that just aren't as useful in the meta, and they have done that. And then they've also nerfed items that are too useful in the meta. So these are some cool changes. Wait, I'm sorry. Hello, Pokemon Unite. Are you okay? Are you okay? What's with the love bomb? And I'm kidding. But this is really, really cool. So many changes are coming. I'm honestly probably more excited about the changes to the leveling of the 3 starters, because that is such a big early access to your final evolution for those Pokemon, especially because they evolved at level 9 for so long, and it was just such a hassle to get them to level 9. Like I was playing I think Venusaur, and I was just like, dang, I'm still the 2nd evolution, or like at what was it, the bottom Reggie? I don't know, maybe yeah, it's crazy. Anyways, I would love to know your thoughts in the comments down below. A lot of things are coming. That's really fun. Really excited for that, and I hope to catch you for the next one, trainers. Thanks for watching. Bye.